Okay, good morning guys. It is Tuesday the 22nd of November 2022. I am over at Bramley Moore Dock, the Everton Stadium, Bramley Moore Dock, just to introduce my midweek video. Of the midweek one is where I do my voiceover using the footage from the weekend and answering all of your, well not all of them to get a lot, but answering some of your questions and comments that you've put to me from my weekend video. So here we go. I've changed the format a little bit on this, whereas what I'm going to do, I'm going to just keep the footage from the weekend rolling as I talk over it, but then I'll pan to different I'll go into different shots, looking at specific parts, okay, as and when I get to the questions. So yeah, let me know what you think of that format. Anyway, here we go. This is my midweek video of the Everton Stadium at Bramley Moore Dock with my voiceover. I hope you enjoy it. Right, okay guys, so as I've already said in the intro, this footage you are watching, as you see right there, is from the 19th of November, my weekend footage, and I'm just going to leave this running as I do this video. So this will be running on a kind of loop as I do the voiceover, but I'll also cut in parts into certain areas. There you'll see I'm just letting you know the exact stands where they are. So there's a good look at the east stand as well, going from the northeast corner over to the southeast corner. So let's look at this first question or comment. Okay, so the first one's from Anthony Sheen, who says, great videos from a Scouser now living in the Philippines. 2 questions, Nick. Are the docks either side of the stadium still working docks? If so, do the berths / docksides either side of the stadium belong to the club now, so no ships can berth there anymore? Also in the future, do you think Everton may build a small ferry terminal stage so the people from the Wirral can get an organised ferry across on match day? Or is it too costly? Maybe the club should do a poll to see how many actually come from the world, to see if it's a feasible idea. Great point and great question, Anthony. To be honest, as far as I know, no, Everton do not own the docks either side. As far as I'm aware, people have already mentioned in my previous videos about Everton putting a car park on Nelson Dock, which is next to it, which is this one you're looking at now, by the south stand, behind the north stand, as you'll see, right there. So we're doing a close up to the north stand. You'll see behind the north stand there are ships docked in there. And that the land clearly belongs to the sewage site. Do you know what? Every time I forget what it is. But anyway, the land definitely doesn't belong to Everton there, and Nelson Dock doesn't. So I believe it doesn't anyway. As far as I know, it doesn't. Do I think they should do a ferry terminal? Yeah, I think it would be an absolutely fantastic idea for them. I really do. Yes, it would be very costly, of course it would, but it would be an absolutely great idea, in my opinion. Not just for people just on the Wirral, but if it went to like the ferries do now, if they go over from either Liscard Ferry or Woodside Ferry, they go over to Liverpool first, and then they could come along from Liverpool, so people from the Pierhead and the centre from Liverpool could jump down on it as well. So, be a great idea, in my opinion, Anthony. Yeah. Great idea. I don't think they will do it, if I'm honest, but I think they should, and I think it's a great idea. Okay, next up, Michael Talent. Hi Nick, great video as usual. The senior site engineer has stated that possible next lift is next week, weather allowing. He said there will be 15 trusses in total, each one weighing 100 tonnes. The first one took 8 hours as it's a complex process. They are hoping to have them all up by Easter, where they will hand over to the roofers to start. Hope the house move went well. The house move was chaos, but yeah, it went fine. Thanks, Michael. It's just chaos moving house, basically. But thanks for that. Yeah, it went well. Yeah, so yeah, I said a while ago when they were doing the roof trusses that there were 15. That's what I was told early on, and you are right, Michael, because I've also been given information that they're hoping to do the first lift truss. So I'm recording this video Monday night, Monday the 21st is where I'm actually doing this voiceover, looking at the videos. It takes quite a bit to do these voiceovers, guys. Quite a bit of effort. going back through the videos and that, to be honest. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is I'm doing this on Monday, and I've already been told that they're hoping to do another lift on the south stand, it is, tomorrow, which will be Tuesday the 22nd. So by now, when you're watching this, by now, hopefully, they have got another truss up there on the south stand. But it is weather dependent, we're told as well, weather dependent. So, and yeah, you're right, they're hoping to have it up by Easter. So, absolutely right, Michael. Great info. Fingers crossed we see another lift this week, and by now we may have seen it and I'll have had a video out there. So yeah, good one, Michael. Okay, next up we have Lee Roger, who said, "Hey Nick, great video as always. Just a quick one regarding the white steel holding the roof truss. As someone in your midweek vid asked if it was temp or permanent, it looks like it is temp. As you can see on the roof truss itself, the places to join each truss together. Keep up the good work, mate." Okay, thankfully. So what I'm going to do, I'll look at that. We're just going across the roof truss here. So let's just hold it here, or let's get a good look at this roof truss. Okay, I'll switch the video to the roof truss now. Okay, so as we circle around the northwest corner here, you see where I've highlighted there. There's the horizontal white steels going up. Somebody had raised in the video if they were permanent or not. And I addressed it and I said, I think they have to be to support it. But here you go, switch to a couple of still shots. You can see it there. This one's better as we're looking directly on. So as we can see from that still shot, you can see them going up diagonally. And as I was saying, I said in my video, I think they have to be permanent, because otherwise how does it support it? However, I've been informed that they are not permanent, and I'll switch to an illustration here, and as you can see on that, there's no diagonal steels coming straight up from the back of the stand to the roof trusses at all. So they've gone. So they are temporary, just to support the roof truss for now. It would appear until they're all secure. So yeah, thanks for that. That comment, and thanks for the picture as well that I was sent. Thanks guys. So moving on, and we have Gary Larson, who says, "If you look at the design of the stadium, there are black sections between the brick facades. This is why they are being put up with the gaps between them." Yeah, okay, so let's first switch back up to the west stand and have a look at the brick facades now. Okay, so here's a shot where I'm zooming out of the brick facades on the northwest corner there. I've slowed it down so it might get a little jumpy because I've slowed it right down. But yeah, so there's gaps in between them, and I've had a couple of questions asking, is that permanent? They're like that, or are they just trialing them? And I've been sent a few images as well. So, an image. Let me share an image right now with you. So yeah, there's a still image of the illustration that shows that there is it's either black cladding or windows. I don't think it's windows. I think it's cladding in between with that archibald leach design on the brickwork as well. So that's why there's gaps in between it. So yeah, thanks very much. Thanks very much for that, and thanks to everybody who did comments. Quite a few people commented on that, and you're right. That's why I always say I don't know everything about it, and when I get those reminders to say, no, look, this is the design. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's why there's gaps in between it. So thanks everyone. Okay, moving on, we've got Phil O'Connell, who says, "Great video as usual." Thanks, Phil. Is there any information on how we get to see the work once the roof is on? As I guess a lot of the view will be blocked by the roof structure. Yeah, it's a very good point, Phil, and good question. At the moment, no. I'll still keep doing the videos, because there'll be a lot. I think we've got a lot of time before the roof's entirely on. But once it's on, I'm hoping, and I hope the guys at Everton are listening as well. But I'm hoping we'll get some site access, or at least I'm hoping I will get site access, and some of the others as well. But we've been told at the moment that as a kind of incentive, I suppose, for working with Everton and Lango Rourke with their requests that they're looking to give us a site tour in January or early in the new year, and I'm hoping that'll come off, and they'll continue to do that to make sure we can bring some great updates to you all. So fingers crossed on that, Phil. If you guys fancy dropping hints and messages to Everton as well to kind of persuade them that happens, then please do, because it's we do it for you guys watching these videos, getting up early in the morning and putting all this together. So hopefully we'll get some sort of site tours and access on a regular basis to keep bringing some videos to you. Yeah, thanks for that, Phil. Okay, next up we've got Hooson Family, who says, can you maybe get a super close zoom of the brick facade at the northwest corner? According to the designs, this should have the Archibald Leach crisscross motive running through it, but it looks plain to me. So it would be interesting to see that in more detail, so we can see if it does contain that motif in the brickwork. Hope that makes sense. Hooson Family, thanks very much. It makes absolutely perfect sense, and we have just had a couple of close looks at the brick facades on the northwest corner from my weekend video. But yeah, I'll bear that in mind. I'll definitely bear that in mind in my next weekend video coming up, and try and get a closer shot at the brick facades for you and for everybody else, because it's been raised by a few people, to be honest. Hooson Family, that quite a few subscribers or watchers have dropped messages to say that they believe there was supposed to be the Archibald Leach design, crisscross design on the brick facades, and they can't see it at the moment. Obviously I suppose we're all not sure if it was to be on there already, or if it's something they were going to add on or whatever. So, but yeah, I'll definitely get a closer look. I'll bear that in mind on the weekend video and do my absolute best to get a much closer shot of it, sticking to all the rules, of course. But I'll definitely try and get a closer shot for everybody, so we can get a better look at that. I'll also, do you know what? I'll also drop my. Sorry, you might hear me. I've got a bit of a cold, guys. So if you hear my voice going, I have to stop and catch my breath. That's why. Or if I sound weird or nasally, I've got a bit of a cold. Anyway, I'll drop an email over to the guys at Everton as well and ask if there's any information on that. If they've got any info, they've been really good answering any questions. So I'll drop an email for us, for everyone, and see if I can get any info on that. So look, we just can see them in sight there, or we could. Yeah, thanks for that. I'll see what I can find out, and I'll definitely try and get a closer shot at it. Thanks very much. Okay, next up we've got John Edwards, who says, great video again, Nick. Just wondering, have you any plans to compile a DVD in the future? John Edwards. And Nicholas Sadler's replied, great idea, and yes, before anyone jokes, many of us still do use DVDs, lol. So, at first, I did think John Edwards may have been having a bit of banter there, because it's a bit of a running joke, isn't it, that Everton put a DVD together when we get a good win or get a good run or something like that. So, but actually, I don't think he is. And Nicholas has said, yes, many of us still do use DVDs. So I hadn't thought about it, John. No, I thought about putting like a big time lapse together and maybe a few different things together on YouTube and a lot of different videos. But do you know what? Who knows, John? Who knows? This is why it's really good to get your comments, guys, everyone, because I get loads of ideas from you as well. I hadn't thought about it, John, so I don't know. Just literally not something I'd thought about, but maybe I will keep that in mind. Tell you what, everybody can you I'd be grateful for like comments on that. Would that be something people were interested in? You can see most of the stuff on YouTube, though, so yeah. I'm not sure, but let me have your comments, guys. John, thanks very much, and Nicholas Sadler too. Thanks very much for your comments. Definitely something you've put into my head now, John. So yeah, that's a dangerous thing. But we'll see. Thanks very much for that. Okay, next up we have Frank Fawn, who says your cutaways are getting too fast. It's hard to try to see differences from week to week. All right. When you say cutaways, do you mean where I go into the next shots and that, Frank? But Daniel Manley said, feel free to pop your own videos up to show them how it's done, pal. And then Steve Bowler said there's a pause button. Dave Gerard has said you can change the playback speed to 0.75, 0.5 or 0.25. Didn't know you could do that on YouTube, okay. In the settings on YouTube, if that helps. Added bonus is it distorts Nick's voice in a rather humorous way too. I'm sure it does, Dave, yeah. More annoying or less annoying is the question. So, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, Frank. I feel like I've always kept it the same sort of. I've tried to, you'll notice in my weekend ones, I try and do the same shots. I try and add more, if anything, add more zooms as they're doing more. But do you mean they're just going too fast and I'm cutting into the next shot too quick? So I'd always try and put stills at the end as well, because I am conscious of people not being able to see. So I try and at the end of the video add the stills in. But any feedback is appreciated. So I don't take any offence at all. Just so you all know, I appreciate you guys, Daniel, Steve, and Dave. I appreciate you saying there's a pause button. Feel free to put your own videos up and show me how it's done and all that. But yeah, I take any feedback. Don't know if I can slow it down, Frank, from the way I do it, but I'll keep it in mind, and if there's something I think I can do to change it or help, maybe put a few more still shots up or something like that, then I will do. So thanks for the comments. Honestly, like I say, any feedback is considered. Whether I'll do anything about it is a different matter, isn't it? No, but it's considered, and I'll definitely keep it in mind. So thanks for that, guys. Okay, I think we're moving on to the last one. Okay, last up is Graham Brandwood, who says, thanks, Nick. If the club and Lango Rourke don't set up an event in the Bramley Moore pub, maybe you and the other drone operators could set up something informal in January to allow people to share their thoughts and information. Okay, Graham, this is a great one, because I'd mentioned probably about 3 weeks to a month ago now, that I was considering doing kind of a night with Mr. Drone, so to speak, and I'd put it out there to a couple of the guys at Everton to ask if they'd be prepared to attend, and you know what, they come back straight away saying yeah, absolutely. It's just about getting it in their diaries and getting something set up. So I've also, I've recently spoken to them about it, and yeah, the Bramley Moore pub seems to be the absolute ideal location for something like this, doesn't it? It'd be great if a couple of the guys from Everton, maybe one or two of the guys from Lango Rourke could be there. But I've also suggested about getting Everton in the community involved as well, and turn it into maybe some sort of fundraising events. I'd be more than happy to put some prizes in. Do you know what? I'd best not get carried away with what I'm saying here, had I? Don't want to put myself up for all sorts, but no, I'm definitely up for it, Graham. It's something I'm trying to organise at the moment. It's just about getting it in getting it at the right time when everybody's available. Obviously, the guys at Everton and Lango Rourke are very busy, as am I, to be fair. But they have to concentrate on building the stadium. But I do think from the way they are, they are wanting to stay in touch with the fans about it, and they are happy to have discussions with us. And like I say, they were very quick to react and say it's a great idea. They'll be happy to be there. Do an evening where we can all sit there, share our thoughts and just comments, and ideas about it or whatever, whatever, and get some info, get some great info from them, probably about what the next stages are in the build, what they've done already and that. So yeah, personally I think it'd be a great night. If it doesn't work out, that shot there with the sunset's great, isn't it? In my opinion, it's my own shot, but still. If it doesn't work out with Everton and Lango Rourke, then yeah, I'll look at doing it myself if everybody wants to. I know there's a few of the guys that are pretty much outside the stadium. Most days they're really interested in it, and I think they're a couple of them are retired, and I think they're like ex-construction workers and stuff that are really interested in the build and know a lot about it too. So I know a few of those guys. Don't want to mention names to put them straight up for it, but a couple of them have already mentioned to me that they'd be prepared to go and give some information on that as well. So we could probably get something set up again. That shot there, I love that shot where the city just comes into focus now. Oof, lovely. But yeah, so Graham, thanks very much for that. Again, this is something I'd appreciate all of your comments on. Is it something you'd all be interested in? And not if it's all of you, then we'd have to get the M&S Bank Arena, because we have thousands watching this most of the time. Touch wood, but yeah, just comments. Who'd be up for that? Who'd like to do that? So I think personally it's a great idea. Look at all the questions and comments that get asked on my videos every week, and all the people that watch. Wouldn't it be nice to all sit there, have a pint, glass of orange juice, whatever you fancy, and just sit there and have a chat together? Yeah, I think it's a great idea, and it's something I am pushing. I've spoken about that for ages now. So yeah, gonna finish off here. That finishes off this midweek video, addressing some of your questions in comments, guys, as we circle right round to the front of that east stand on this video. I am going to cut it there and go to my outro. Right, so there you go, guys. That was my midweek video of the Everton Stadium at Bramley Moore Dock, with my voiceover addressing any of your questions and comments that you had. So I hope you enjoyed that. And like I said at the beginning, it was a bit of a new format. Oh, there's dog poo there. I hope I haven't stood in that. I haven't. It was a bit of a new format, whereas I just kept my weekend video rolling, and then just jumped to certain sections as and when I got to questions. So let me know if that was all right for you, because it was certainly easier for me to put together and edit. So yeah, I hope that was all right for you guys. Whilst I was here, you'll have seen by now, because it would have come out before this video, but whilst I was here, I caught the second lift of the roof truss. The second roof truss being lifted into place on the south stand. It was great to catch that. So the guys here actually, I don't know if I should say, but anyway, we were given the heads up that a lift was happening today. So yeah, it was great to catch that as well. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back over at the weekend to do my my next weekly video, where I go round and we'll have a good look at the roof truss on the south stand. I'll also have a good look at those brick facades, as one of you asked, to try and have a closer look at them. But guys, yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. If you would like to buy me a beer, you can do so here. No pressure whatsoever on that. Just if you'd like to, as I always say. And for any branded clothing, please go to Design and Stitch, their website's there. Soon you will be able to buy my merchandise direct from their website. They're working on that for me, so thanks very much to the guys at Design and Stitch. I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks very much. Like, share, subscribe. Take care. Bye now.